Daikessen. It was a fighting game that never made it stateside, even though it really should have. But it also has the side effect of being a 90s Japanese fighting game, which, if you know what that means it is rock hard and it will dunk on you with no remorse. So because of that, we're going to play it baby mode, which is still going to be harder than most games on hard. I hope Uberfunk is still out there, because we are going to be Anguirus. Now you may be asking yourself, Mike, why are you picking the monster with no beam attacks? And the answer is because it has a smaller moveset than I can remember. And also, my tail swipes are pretty badass. So we're going to go ahead and just get Big Green out of the way immediately. But yeah, we'll see how this game cooperates. Last run through, I ended up, I think, game overing 2 or 3 times on King Ghidorah, which unfortunately is a giant time sink. Yeah, I am really disappointed this never made it to the States. It was, it's technically a sequel of, oh god, no. It is technically a sequel of a TGCD fighting game, which was also a lot of fun, but not as good because obviously you were limited to 2 buttons because TurboGrafx. So Anguirus's big move is the tail swipes. You deal a decent amount of damage, and then you also want to do a lot of biting when you can because it is cheap. Alright, let's try and land my super. Ah, damn it. I got with the tail end. That's okay. Oh, Infinite Zero, I have the GodZilla NES Creepypasta ROM hack downloaded. I haven't played through it because my October got away from me, but I will be doing it this year. Alright, come on. Alright, so I do have another move. I do basically that. I can charge him with my back. However, that is a terrible move normally because since like every other game or every other monster in the game has a beam attack, they can just beam you out of midair. It's like trying to be a Rushtown character and just getting Hadoukened in the face. Oh, he canceled my super. What a turd. So probably my biggest gotcha in this game for me is I really neglect to use the low attack rather than the high attack, but they are much faster and you can stun lock your enemies. There's a bar underneath your health, and if that fills up, you basically get stunned for a while, and then I can get a couple free hits in. Seems like a precursor to the Ultraman fighting game. It might be. I don't actually off the top of my head remember who the devs are. Alright, who do we want to take out next? Let's try and go Biolante. Biolante is a pain in the ass fight. It really should have probably been the boss of the game, but it's not. And it's huge. It takes up way more of the screen than you do. See? Look at this. How's that fair? So, I need to try and be as cheap as possible with grab attacks and being quick, otherwise it will start spitting acid at me. And then that's not good at all. Oh, that's... oh god. No, that's so much damage. Alright. Come on, come on, come on! No! They just deal so much damage. Alright, at least I made its super bar go away. Let's see, can I deal enough chip damage? Yes, I can. Oh, yeah, that is a very eclectic group. Yeah, probably, I would say out of all the kaiju in this game, if you're new to fighting games, your best chance is to be Violante, but I would not recommend this for somebody who is new at fighting games, because like I said, it is pretty vicious. Ah, come on, ref. Popping my super off anytime would be super game. Nope. Let's keep count. That's game over 1. We'll mix it up a bit. Let's try and take out Mothra instead. Mothra can be a pain in the ass because of the flying, and, you know, me not having a beam attack, I need to keep it grounded. Yeah, I like the game, but it is rough and punishing. And this is on practice mode, too. Imagine trying to play this stuff on hard. So with Mothra, I really need to implement my light attacks just to try and keep it on the ground, otherwise it's going to dodge everything I do. If I can get a grab off, that would be super. Yep, there we go. But ordinarily, Mothra is very good at staying out of grabbing distance. I don't know what hitbox that was, but it certainly was not in this galaxy. I do like them using the themes for all the different kaiju in the game, though. I'm a fan. Avoid the antenna beams. Forgot what its special is, but I kind of don't want to get hit by it. Come on, come on, come on, stay down! There we go. But yeah, one of the nice benefits of Angerus, though, is you duck way lower than the other kaiju. So you can dodge more beam attacks without taking blocking chip damage, which can be nice, especially against, like, GodZilla. We'll come back to you, Violante. Let's beat up Gigan, the angry space chicken. I still haven't been able to figure out if their tactics or difficulty change depending on what order you face them in. Get nice up and close and personal, just not too close because, you know, buzzsaw. Yeah, if you can manage it, a nice combo is basically doing a down attack to force them to block. Oh, that's not good. That's the belly buzzsaw. And it blocked my special. But yeah, basically doing a attack on the ground, or towards the ground to make them the block, and then you just do a grab and you get some nice cheap damage out of it. Yeah, exactly, Trissy. Easy mode. There's this and there's a Gundam Wing SNES fighting game that are two of the hardest games I've ever played. Like, I know you have like King of Fighters with the totally unfair geese difficulty, but I feel that's a little different. Oh, crap. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna... If I can get him... There we go. Alright. So yeah, that downward spike attack that calls him to block, and then you do a grab into the chomp for some quick damage, is really the only thing that's gonna save my ass in a lot of these fights. Oh, well, welcome back, Uber Disco. We're happy to have you on this, the first day of RGLove. I want to take out the robot next. I want to take out the robot next. So this is Mechagodzilla 1. This is the evil one, built by space aliens out of space titanium. But we're going to bite it regardless, because we're dumb. No! Oh god! Yeah, so Mechagodzilla's special attack is to launch literally everything it has at you. And it does a ton of damage if you get popped. So, that's not great. But yet these moves never seem to do any damage when I do them. Okay. At least gives me some room to breathe. A little bit. Oh god, we have two Ubers running around. Disco and Funk. Alright. It's got its special back, so I need to try and play it safe a bit. Oh god, everything's coming. I was able to block it successfully that time. Okay. Tried to get cute with its little zoomy kicks, and I got him. Yeah, depending on how this year goes, if I have time, I might try and optimize my NES GodZilla speedrun time. But unfortunately, yes, since it is a 2-hour run, that does not give me a ton of time for practice runs. Alright, let's go beat up Megalon, that stupid bug. Megalon is another one that deals some pretty potent damage. It has a napalm attack that takes up a ton of the screen and is a huge pain in the ass to deal with. but I was lucky enough this time to get an early stun. Just in time for it to do every amount of damage to me. Nope! Got it on the upswing. Uber Disco is just going to go unfollow and refollow all of us so we get that dopamine. Bite, bite, bite. Oh! The napalm! The drills! The bites! And the bug's done. I've, of course, already ruined my plans for speedrunning and streaming this year, though, because I think I streamed a whopping, like, thrice in January. Maybe. We're gonna get better, though. You know, not this week, because RGLove, and we're gonna be hanging out here. Alright, let's try Biolante again. Maybe it'll be less cheap. No, so much damage! Alright, we at least got one victory in the bag. That gives me a slight buffer for things to go terribly wrong next round. No, let me bite you, damn it! Come on, come on, come on, come on! Woo! Okay. The only time I've ever seen that model is in Bashi. There's a Biolante in Bashi? I did not know that. Which version? I have Uber Disco, yeah. That's the, it's the same devs. It's the precursor to this. It's just not as fun because, I think for starters, you can only be GodZilla in the story mode, and then only having 2 buttons kinda sucks. Oh, I don't know versions of Bashi. I'm new to this. I'm not new to this. Like, I didn't know if there were, like, different versions of that, or if it was just, I want to be the Bashi. So King Ghidorah is another big pain in the ass to fight. Does a ton of damage. Very good up close, and it has zone control with a lot of its attacks. Alright, that got lucky. I am so lucky it didn't pop off its super, because its super basically covers the entire screen and does a stupid amount of damage. Yeah, Uber Disco, it definitely isn't. Still fun if you have it, but yeah, I'm really disappointed this never made it stateside. This would have been awesome as a kid. Damn, it's doing E-Honda slaps with its heads. How am I supposed to compete with that, people? Easy. By biting it. To death. Alright, that went way better than last time. So we're actually probably going to come under a little bit with the estimate. Which is nice, because last time I was like 3 minutes over. Hey, it is if you're Blanca or Zangief. I think Zangief bites people. Alright. And now the final boss of this mode is Mechagodzilla 2. The human one. And I really am if it pops off its special, I'm gonna let it hit me, because Mechagodzilla 2 pulls off some Bruce Lee moves, and it's just fantastic. It unfortunately also has a Noogie of Doom that does way too much damage for being a grab. And like all things that are metal, we still bite it, because we can. Now let's see, are you gonna do it? You gonna do it? Come on. Come on, do it, man. That's just unfair. You're being cruel to me. You're being cruel to my audience. So I'm just gonna tail swipe you to death. That at least gives me some breathing room. Maybe I can let it win next round and try and see if it does it. Come on, Mecha G, cooperate with us. Oh, the Noogie of Doom! No, it hurts so bad. Come on, I'm giving you a free shot, man. Come on. Hit me. Hit me. There we go. Mechagodzilla 2 going full Bruce Lee on me. With a ridiculous super that basically just completely kills you. Alright. I'm glad you all got to see that for how ridiculous it is. Of course, now he's probably going to just beat me on accident. Bite, bite, bite. Is it enough? Oh! Dodged it! And we finished the game how we started, with not a tail swipe. Maybe I can end it with my super, though. That'd be cool. Sweet! Yeah, if you hit them flat on right in the breadbasket with Anguirus' super, it does do a ton of damage. Unfortunately, it's very telegraphed and easy to block. And that's it. For at least the practice mode of GodZilla, Kaijuu Daikessen. Anguirus stands triumphant above all. The angriest Ankylosaurus. And we will let the credits roll. Thank you all for the GGs. Are there any other enemies in not practice? If you have the game on higher difficulties, you get a different ending boss. Like, I think there's a Super Mecha GodZilla and also, what is it? Like the Gotengo, one of the drill ships. But cool, yeah, thank you all for the GGs. I will be right back. I need to